If you've ever said, I just need to learn a little more before I'm ready, this episode is your wake-up call. As teachers, we're trained to be rule followers. As lifelong learners, we crave information, but when it comes to business, that mindset can hold us back. In today's episode, we're talking about how your need to do it right is actually slowing you down. I'm going to share how I got stuck in a cycle of overlearning, how it fed my fear, and what finally got me into momentum. If you've ever felt like you need one more course or one more book or one more podcast episode before you can start, this one is for you.
Hey, teacher friend. Welcome to Online Business for Teachers, the podcast for educators who are tired of being tired and wondering if there's more out there. Are you up late Googling online jobs for teachers or how to make extra money from home? Do you dream about starting a business, working from home, or finally getting paid for the resources you've already created without adding more stress to your plate? I'm Monica Lopez, a former teacher who was burnt out, overwhelmed, and secretly searching for a way out. I wanted more time with my kids, the freedom to work from home, and a way to make money doing something I actually enjoyed. That's when I discovered the simplest path, creating and selling my own teacher resources, using the skills I already had. Now, I help teachers like you turn your ideas into income with step-by-step guidance, real talk about finding time to grow your business, and the mindset shifts that help you believe it's actually possible. So close those lesson plans and grab your favorite drink. It is your turn now.
Girl, I know what it's like to be in your head all the time, to be the good student, the one who always wants to do it right, to think if I just learn one more thing, I'll finally feel ready. But instead, you're drowning in information, you're subscribed to all the podcasts, your Audible library is stacked, you've bought the courses, saved the Instagram posts, bookmarked the freebies, and you're still stuck. Not because you're not smart, not because you're not capable, but because you've been trained to follow the rules, not to take risks. Let that sink in. We are all trained to follow the rules. We're not trained to take risks. But I want you to know that you are not the problem. If you're tired of consuming and ready to actually start, then I want to help you take that first step. Go to the show notes and book a coaching call with me. We'll clear the mental clutter and create a simple plan so you can finally take action and start building what you've been dreaming about. So let's do this together. Y'all, this one is personal because I lived in the cycle of overlearning for a long time, and I still sometimes get a little stuck in it. I bought the books I never finished. I signed up for courses that I didn't complete, and some of them I did complete, but still. And I told myself, let me just finish this module first. Let me just re-listen to that episode, or maybe I missed something. The truth is that it was just keeping me safe. It felt safe. It felt productive. But deep down, I knew that I wasn't moving forward. I was just circling. And when I got honest with myself, I realized that learning wasn't the issue. The issue was the doing. So I started small, one messy action at a time, and that's when everything started to shift. See, with my other businesses that I've told you about, I did a lot of learning, but I was still too scared to put myself out there. I was too scared for people to see me. I was scared for people to hear me. What are they going to think? What if they don't believe me? What if I can't? ABC, right? Whatever it was. So that was my main issue. But with this one, with the TPT business, it was so much easier because people didn't have to see me, for one, and people didn't even know that I was selling anything on TPT because it's super easy. You can name your store whatever you want, and nobody has to know that you are the owner. Okay, you don't even have to promote your products because teachers already know that they can just go to TPT and search for the products, right? They don't have to know who created them. So that's why it was so easy. But if you're still stuck in trying to start and being scared and not knowing what to do and maybe just wanting to learn, then I want you to know that you can do this. Okay. One thing that I want to tell you is that I am really into the law of attraction and all of that woo-woo stuff. I love it. Don't judge. Whatever. It's who I am. If you are into all of that as well, then you know exactly what I mean when I talk about in action, right? We want to attract the business. We want to attract the money. We want to attract the sales, all of this attracting into our lives. But we forget the inspired action part. We forget that we actually have to act on the inspiration, not just sit and meditate all day long. We have to actually get out into the world and put ourselves out there. That is scary, but it's part of attracting, right? It's part of answering that call. We're calling for all of these things. We keep wanting to attract the business and the money and the sales. And when they come to us, when the ideas come to our brains, into our minds, we don't want to do it because we're too scared. So we don't take the action. And then we think, oh, well, it's not working. I must be doing something wrong. Let me go back and buy another course, or let me go back and listen to another podcast, right? But the problem is that we have to actually do the thing. So here's what I've learned. And y'all, I'm not saying here that I've overcome all of the obstacles, because I have not. I am still learning. But here's my take on what I have learned and what keeps most of us back, or keeps us from starting what we want to start. Number one, the first thing I learned is that being a rule follower keeps you waiting for permission that will never come. You're used to doing things the right way. In the classroom, that works. In business, nope. You have to be okay with figuring it out as you go. You don't need someone to hand you a rubric. You need to give yourself permission to start. That permission is never going to come. Nobody's going to come and tell you whether you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong. You just have to put yourself out there, trust the process, and forget about all the rules. Number two, second thing that I've learned is that self-help addiction looks productive, but keeps you stuck. The reading, the listening, the learning, it feels like you're making progress, but if you're not applying what you're learning, it's just procrastination in disguise. It's like when you assign reading to your students, at some point they actually have to write. They have to answer the questions and take the test. It's nice to read and watch videos. It's nice to consume all the information, but in order to get the results, you actually have to do. You cannot learn to write by just reading. Does it help? Yes, it does. But are you going to publish a book? Are you going to turn in an essay if you didn't write? Nope. There's not much value in learning all the information if you're not going to do something with it, right? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with learning, but you have to take the action. Learning by itself doesn't build a business. You actually have to take action. All right. Third thing I learned is you won't know what works until you do something. A lot of us think that we just need more clarity. We're not clear enough yet. We don't know if it's the right niche. We don't have a niche. We don't know if it's the right product. We don't know if it's the right time in our lives. There's a lot of things that we can be seeking clarity on. And we think that we need more and more and more of it. But the truth is, you don't need clarity to take action. You need action to get clarity. That's a hard pill to swallow, right? We want to be clear. We want to have a clear curriculum, a clear lesson plan before we start it. But it's the other way around. First, you need to start taking action, and then the path is going to start revealing itself. So it's the opposite of what we do in the classroom. In the classroom, we have everything laid out for us if we have a curriculum, and we just follow that. But when you're in business, there is no set curriculum. There is no set lesson plan. So what you do is you make it up as you go. Clarity comes from action. If you don't take that first step, you'll never know what the next one is. Take action on the next best step. Just that one tiny step, whether it's learn how to use PowerPoint or create a worksheet or a cover on Canva, whatever that is, you won't know what's next until you do the next best thing. Just that one little thing. And you already know what it is. You've been avoiding doing that one thing, right? So I can't tell you what it is, but you know what it is. It's not about having the full plan. It never is. You can plan all you want in your beautiful brand new planner, but it won't get anywhere unless you apply what you're planning. It's about moving forward with what you know right now and adjusting as you grow. Okay, next thing I learned, and it was a huge eye-opener for me, was that the real rhythm of growth is learn, apply, learn again, apply again, and so on and so forth. I don't want you to think that I'm saying you need to stop learning. Please don't. I'm a lifelong learner. I'm always learning. Learn. Please learn. What I'm saying is you have to learn and then apply what you learned and then go back and learn some more and then come back and adjust or apply again and so on and so forth. You don't have to stop learning forever. That's not what I'm saying, but you do have to stop long enough to apply what you already learned. So let's see. Here's something that you can try. Pick one thing that you've learned this month, apply it fully. Like, stop learning, apply it fully, and when you're done applying all of that, then come back and learn some more. Okay? So let's say that you bought a course or you're listening to a podcast and they say you need to do step 1, 2, 3. Well, finish the step 1, 2, 3 and then come back and see what the next step is. Okay? That's how momentum happens. One small action at a time. So here's your invitation. If you've been spinning your wheels, learning, planning, dreaming, but not actually taking action, I want to help you shift gears. Book a coaching call with me. We'll take that mountain of ideas in your brain and turn it into a clear, doable plan. You don't need another course right now. You need clarity, you need support, and you need the next steps. So let's make this moment where things change. Go to the link in the show notes and book your session. It's time to stop circling and circling and start actually building something. You don't need more permission. But if you feel that you need permission, by all means, I grant it to you right now. I give you permission to stop waiting, to stop reading, to stop researching yourself into overwhelm, to start taking action with what you already know. Girl, you are smart enough, ready enough, capable enough, and if something inside you is saying it's time, trust it. Thank you so much for being here today, for showing up, for listening, for being willing to grow. Until next time, stop scrolling, start doing, and trust yourself more than your fear. Let's go.
Hey, teacher friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If this show is helping you dream a little bigger, would you take 30 seconds to leave a quick review? It means the world to me, and it helps more teachers find their way to this podcast. I'll meet you back here next week. Take care and keep dreaming bigger.